What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the Stranger Things Season 4 recap wrap. Now as you guys know, I'm going to be explaining to you guys everything that happened in Season 4 from episodes 1 to 9. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe and enjoy the song. All the fans around, but to get what they deserve. Listen as I run down the entire Season 4 Stranger Things universe. From episode 1 all the way to 9, you guys better buckle up, this is gonna be a ride. Dr. Brenna goes to work and we see all of the kids. He gets hit by a door when the episode begins. 11 went to school and she gets bullied a lot. She tried to use her powers but she forgot they were gone. Joyce gets a letter from Russia. Hopper's alive, they have a limited time, but Murray thinks he died. Now we have Eddie taking Chrissy into a van, and she then gets killed by Vecna. It was brutal, Eddie ran. Eddie's now a wanted man, he can only hide. Dustin talks him down, it is only help they can provide. So the gang bought some food for him, he was soon relaxed, but things were getting worse. Vecna plans his next attack. Drinkomania, a place where people skate. 11 gets embarrassed and people thought it was great. She had enough and things were just about to get messy. She got to skate, hits Angela in the face and then she bleeds. Family dinner, things were sideways and Elva's mad. She went into her room and thought that she's the one who's bad. The next day she's arrested and doesn't know where she wanted to kill her. The cops were hiding it and sent her to a detention center. But we entered the duo of Robin and Nancy, who were trying to look for clues on Victor Krill. And man, my guy is scary. But they find him in his cell, and Nancy believes the story, and she's asking him for help. She says that thing that hurt his family is finally back, and a few seconds later, this happens to shock Victor, but he continues to sing the ladies left went back and did the thing. Max tries her best to avoid Vecna and the Upside Down. She was really lost. To escape, she had to walk around and find an exit to get back to her friends, but it was too late. Vecna found her pinned up against the wall, and he was gonna kill her until our hero K-Bush came in and saved the day. The song opened up a portal that led her back into the real world. Running up that hill got Max to get back to her friends. Lucas caught her from the sky and then the episode ends. Joyce and Murray on the plane on their way to Russia, but they're tied up by Yuri. Soon they break out, they're in a hurry. Murray has karate skills, he knocks Yuri out. They crash into the snow, but they get back on the scout. 11 is sedated, then she tries to get her powers back. In order to do that, she had to go inside a loop and track the memories from when she was a child. It was wild, some of her powers came back, but she's taken to the lab. Jason is enraged, told the cops that Eddie killed Patrick, addressed the media about it, everyone's at risk. They meet up with Eddie and say that without the 11 things will be harder for them and it'll only get harder. They go to the lake and Steve looks for the gate. He swims up into the gang and gives them an update. But he's dragged down and he has to come back. He gets strangled and then he's bitten by bats. Enzo and Hopper prepare to fight the Demogorgon. Hopper has a lighter but it is not really working. Hopper hits it with a spear and that was a good choice. He goes straight inside and then he reunites with Joyce. Steve and the others try to get back to the real world. Nancy used the lights to communicate and then learn that it works and doesn't help him out. But Nancy gets stuck in the Upside Down and after Steve shouts, one wants to help 11 escape from the prison. He kills a couple of guards and they continue their mission. Ella attacks him after she refuses to join them. She sent him to the Upside Down and after it destroyed him. Nancy gets her push with Vecna and you know it's gonna wreck her. Things were looking too good, she ran as fast as she could. Vecna says to Nancy tell her everything she sees. She then gets released and Steve catches her with ease. Now we're back in Russia, Hopper and the rest escape. He talks to Joyce a bit, he still wants to have that date. They call the KGB but they take long to respond. Hopper says they gotta go back to the Russian guards. 11 is carried by Dr. Brenner and they go outside. He tries to leave but he's shot in the back too many times. She gets her powers back and she takes out a chopper. After they all leave and we see the death of Papa. Max and Steve split up into two teams cause the good and the girthy faces work together on the stages. Vecna is around, Max tries to bait him in. Vecna tries to hurt her but he gets hit on the chin. Eddie plays master of puppets on his guitar. He's later bit by bats, it was pretty bizarre. Jason sees Max put the eyes to the back and white and Lucas has to fight him and he gets a couple strikes. And Max is back at dance and Vecna's gonna kill her. He gets thrown back as Alec comes to save her. They square off, Vecna gets it up her head. He's about to kill Max until 11's his papa instead. Mike says I love you to 11 and then frees her. She pushes Vecna back and that was quite the procedure. Steve directly throws a fire bottle at Vecna and does a lot of damage. Nancy hits him with some shotgun blasts. Hopper fights a Demogorgon, sliced the head up clean. After all he's been through, Hopper's a wrecking machine. In the end he reunites with Ella, was emotional. He talked with Mike and made himself notable. Sky turns dark and it looks like it's snowing. They look into the distance and the upside down is growing. 11 stands there and behind her are her friends. And Vecna's right, this is the beginning of the end.